How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of foreign objects up in this piece in the form of their wet gravity. Yeah, foreign objects. I don't do a ton of their beer reviews. Their beers tend to be quite pricey. A couple bucks more per 4-pack of what they typically put out. But this one actually comes courtesy of a mix of 4-pack from Wegmans. So I still get my hair did in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, by my buddy Anthony. You see me wearing t-shirts a lot of time. It says Loyalty Barbershop. That's where he works. And there's a Wegmans there, and every now and then I'll pop in there just to see what their beer selection is like, and it's usually quite nice, and I'll pick up a couple things here and there. But this last time I went there, they had a mix of 4-pack fridge. It wasn't big. It was like one of those kind of like Coca-Cola coolers. Had probably about, maybe 30, 40 different Hazie cans in it. But it was mix your own 4-pack of cans, and it was $16.99. They had like a bunch of beers in there that were kind of like less than $16.99, but they had actually a bunch of beers that were more than that. This is $18.99 at Wegmans, and they had some other half in there and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, why am I not going to take advantage of this? So I picked up a mix of 4-pack of beers that I typically wouldn't pick up, just because they were a little bit cheaper. And that's kind of my MO with foreign objects. I would like to try more of their stuff. Just their price point's way too high. And full disclosure, all the beers in there were relatively decently fresh. This is canned on 8/10. It is a 9/26. So you're talking about a bit over a month. I have no issues with that kind of dating on that. So kind of excited to dive into this sucker. Foundational Hazie IPA, 7% alcohol by volume. DVH is dead. Drink this now. Wet Gravity is a pure and ideal expression of our intense love of American hops. An opaque yellow glow, juicy beyond belief, and saturated with aromas of sweet grapefruit, pulp, mango juice, and classic American hop resin. Citra and Azaka soak your feet in this, our signature Hazie IPA, and the reason we invented the term New American Hop Ale, inspired by the dense brain squeals and the infinite pulse of gravity. So there you go. I had a great day. I mean, weekend back to back. Last weekend, me and the family went to Ironbound Cidery, listened to some music, brought the little Micah Bean out, had a great time. This weekend, Arsenal. I'll post one of these tonight. I don't know if this will be this one or the other one I review. Arsenal beat the pants off of Tottenham, and I am beyond ecstatic right now. Let's see. Let's get this all the way in the corner there. And, yeah, then we went to another cidery close to me, 5 miles away, and they have a crazy beer selection at the cider. It's really weird, like Dancing Gnome and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, had a blast. Hung out with the Micah Bean, had a blast, listened to some music, ate some food. Very good mood. Label, it's all right. It's what Foreign Objects does. And as far as the beer goes, I mean, it looks like a big old hazy. You're talking about rich, glowing orange hazy IPA, just over an index finger. Tight, compact bubble head. Let's see if we can get a nose in this sucker. I mean, they talk about grapefruit pith in this. It's all that. It's very much citrus leaning, very much grapefruitiness. Grapefruit juice, sweetness, a little bit of mango vibes in there. So you're getting this tropical sweetness that's not crazy over the top sweet, but it's rich and nice and not overly sweet. But it really is a citrus, more specifically that grapefruit that really is kind of leading the game here. Nice big sweetness that kind of drop out all kind of ranky bitterness. They talk about a little bit of West Coast vibes in here, right? They did, right? Resin. Hop resin, as they talked about in here. It's more sweet than anything else. It's more drop out or bittering than anything else. But I like the nose. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's nice. I mean, 7%, it's actually drinking more like what a lot of 8, 9% kind of hazy should drink at it. It's very aggressive, very impactful. That citrus leading the way. that little bit of resin character they're talking about in there, it's definitely there, but it's nothing over the top. It's definitely New England style through and through with that pop of resininess, kind of almost like a combination of a grapefruit pith and that little West Coast kind of resin action. It's not piney, it's not danky, it's more resin. It kind of makes sense here. And a mouthfeel I enjoy for this beer. It's not dense, it's not thick, it's not turbid, it's not whatever you want to call it. It's not super thick with 5 C's. It's actually probably, in the grand scheme of things, a little bit thinner than what you typically expect from a 7% hazy. But in this format, in the way this is delivering the flavor it's delivering, it kind of makes it a little bit more drinkable. And I think that makes this beer a little bit more enjoyable, at least for this guy. I think this is delicious. I think this is worth $18.99 a can, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, oh, man. Sorry, I'm watching the Dolphins game. The same time I'm reviewing this. And no Tua. And Jacoby Brissett just ran for a first down and got smacked hard. Like AA hard. Anyway. But yeah, this is really tasty stuff. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm surprised by the impactfulness and the richness on this beer and how it comes off in this very kind of, I don't want to say violent, but aggressive kind of way. But I forgot how much I dug on these foreign object beers. So, maybe the price point is a little bit warranted here. Maybe they're a little bit more consistent on their hazy game than everybody else. So you're going to get a little bit better bang for your buck across the board, but I don't drink them enough to really know that. Maybe I just kind of landed into this kind of really tasty beer at a decent price point, but I think this is fantastic. Kind of what I wanted right now. I went to that brewery like I was talking about. I had a Dancing Gnome hazy beer. It was 6%. Other than that, I drank pretty much all English kind of milds and browns and stuff like that, so I kind of wanted something with a bit of chutzpah. This is definitely footing the bill. I like that. Yeah. Big, rich citrus vibes. Almost candied to a certain extent, but not oversweet. Resinous come in. I dig the mouthfeel, even though it's not going to be confused with being thick and dense. Is this one of the better IPAs I've had? It's like, yes. Actually, it's Mount Rushmore status. Let's put it that way. You're talking about a month and a half in, and this beer is just popping at the seams with flavor and expression. What more do you want? Really, it's kind of one of those things, like I said several times already, I don't mess with this brewery because of their price point, but maybe I should. I'd rather pay $19 for a 4-pack of stellar beer all the time than, paying $14 to $16 and some are good or some aren't. But that's the kind of, war we wage and that whole price point thing. I mean, in the grand reality, I think this beer should be closer to $14 to $15 a 4-pack. But if you're going to give this to me at $16.99 a 4-pack in a mixer, like Wegmans did, I will buy this all day. Let's talk about it. Other than that, yeah, like I said, Mount Rushmore status. Bag availability, like I said, 16. Technically, I could have bought 4 of these, so I would get it for a little bit cheaper. But I found it cool to be in a mix of 4. Sorry, but at its price point, knowing what I know now, I have no qualms buying this specific beer. And I'll leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like big, robust IPAs, hazy IPAs, you want the ones that are 7%, that drink like 8, you will love this. So there you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Yeah, let me know if you've had this. I'm kind of curious to see what everybody else has experienced with this particular beer from Foreign Objects. Beer Messy for podcasting stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of a mix of 4 right now. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.